Call the meeting to order. I'll call this meeting to order. Is there any disclosure of pecuniary interest? I have to declare a conflict in the closed session. Under mine. And the adoption of the minutes, can we do them all together? Can somebody move them all together?
Move them.
All in favor? Yeah, thank you. Consent agenda, I have no instructions to pull anything. Has that changed? Good stuff. Can we have a mover, please? All in favor? Carried. Wow. So we're going straight to the closed session, correct?
Oh, I just pulled up the open session.
So I'm going to have to depart. A motion to go into the closed session.
We rise from in-camera session.
Thank you for that. All those in favor? Thank you. We have two resolutions have risen from the in-camera session. The first one is moved by Mayor Parrish and seconded by Councillor Collier. First, Ajax Council endorses a casino revenue sharing model contingent on the town of Ajax being declared the host municipality in the OLG C3 gaming zone. Second, the Ajax Council endorses a revenue sharing model of 50% of total revenues allocated as follows: Pickering 15%, Whitby 10%, Durham Region 20%, and Quarter Horse Racing Industry 5%. And three, that sharing would commence as soon as Ajax is declared the host municipality in the C3 gaming zone. Would you like to speak to that, Mayor Parrish?
No, I don't have anything to say.
I'll call for a recorded vote.
Recorded votes asked for.
Okay, in favor or opposed, Regional Council Jordan?
In favor.
Mayor Parrish?
In favor?
Councillor Ashby?
In favor.
Regional Councillor Collier?
In favor.
Councillor Dyes?
In favor.
Councillor Brown?
In favor. Carried unanimously. The second resolution is moved by Mayor Parrish again and seconded by Councillor Collier. Whereas the Liberal government is using an upcoming provincial election to push signing an irreversible multi-million-dollar contract to move the C3 gaming zone site from Ajax to Pickering, while the OLG process is shrouded in questions about a lack of fairness and transparency. And whereas success of the proposed Durham Live mega development hinges on the securing the casino, yet Ajax remains primed for the expansion on an already proven site. And whereas there are major transportation challenges with the Durham Live development, including interfering with commuter traffic and requiring an interchange in the historical Pickering Village, all at the cost of the taxpayer. And whereas Ajax landowners are ready and willing to expand and develop to create the same economic opportunities for the Durham region. And whereas Great Canadian Gaming, OLG, the Minister of Finance, and the Premier's Office and MPP Joe Dixon has refused to provide their justification around the site selection in an attempt to veil the process and expedite a binding decision to a backroom deal. And whereas MPP Joe Dixon co-signed a letter with Minister Tracy Charles lending his support to the Durham Live development in the 2015 without due consideration for the economic development opportunities available at an expanded site in Ajax. And whereas an OLG representative told the attendees of a public stakeholder event in June 2017 that the Ajax Casino will relocate to Pickering. And whereas in September 2017, Minister Brad Druid spoke at a Board of Trade event extolling the virtues of the potential Durham Live development despite an ongoing OMB appeal. And whereas in February 2018, Minister Jeff Leal leaked to the media that the Ajax Casino was slated for closure, an announcement that shocked the town of Ajax and Ajax Council. And whereas this closure will put at risk the livelihood of the quarter horse industry which represents 1,700 jobs and provides $56 million annually to the economy of the Durham region and beyond. Whereas the elected officials continue to confirm behind the scenes that there is nothing Ajax or the landowner can offer to save the Ajax Casino. Whereas the town has put to rest the question of revenue sharing by offering for 50% of casino revenues to key stakeholders, including the quarter horse industry, immediately after Ajax is declared the host site. And whereas MPP Dixon, Minister Sousa, and Premier Wynne have stated that no final decision has been made, while evidence continues to point to months of collusion between the Liberal government, Durham Live, and the Great Canadian Gaming. And therefore be it resolved that any binding contract decision with respect to casino location in the C3 gaming zone be postponed until after the June 7th, 2018 election, and that the Premier or Minister of Finance submit the decision to relocate the C3 zone casino location to a fulsome, transparent, and third-party review, and that this resolution be distributed to Premier Kathleen Wynne, Minister of Finance, Minister of Agriculture, Food and Rural Affairs, MPP Joe Dixon, OLG, Great Canadian Gaming, Durham Live, City of Pickering, Durham Region, and Durham Regional municipalities, quarter horse racing owners of Ontario. Questions? Comments?
Madam Chair, I'm pleased to move this motion. I might just, as a matter of direction, that perhaps in terms of distribution, we can add the leaders of the opposition parties and their respective critics, and I would also suggest all MPPs and candidates in the Durham region ridings. I'll just put that in this direction.
And should we add the people?
They will get a copy of it.
All right. Anything further?
Recorded vote.
Recorded vote has been asked for.
In favor or opposed, Regional Councilor Jordan?
In favor.
Mayor Parrish?
In favor?
Councilor Ashby?
In favor.
Regional Councilor Collier?
In favor.
Councilor Dias?
In favor.
Councilor Brown?
In favor. Carried unanimously. There being nothing further on the agenda,
Do we motion to adjourn?
Mayor Parrish? All those in favor? Thank you. Sorry.